Hello everyone and welcome to a rematch here with against me and Villain, both playing Luffy's. This is our second game, but we're just kind of running it back because we just do best of ones. So this is just a rematch, really. It's not game 2 or anything. If I mean whatever, however you want to see it. But yeah, we're just doing it again. He's shuffling my deck right now. We rolled our dice. I believe he won. I'm not sure. Either way, I think I choose to go first if I win, and if he wins, he chooses to go second no matter what. So, really rolling for no reason because we're just trying to get whatever we want. But yeah. So let's see. I'm looking at my hand. I see a Magellan in there, so that's probably something. Yep, definitely a sign that I'm keeping it. Anytime Purple Luffy goes against any deck that has the color yellow on it, you just kind of want to grab the Magellan if you see it. But yep, he goes ahead and mulligans, gonna try to find something here. But while we're waiting for the game to actually start itself, I'm explaining something and it's really just taking my hands to explain it. That's funny. But yeah, while we wait, what's your guys' favorite leader from the newest set? I would probably say, I should be more specific, from EB-01, because I am looking at that Odin, and man, because I love red-green. Red-green Law was my deck for a little bit, but that 6k leader on top of that, while using the while using the Wano package is so cool to me. That's one of my favorite packages in the game. I just wish it did a little bit better and synergized with its colors some more. But yeah, I mean, minus that, let's go ahead and get this game started. Yep, here we go. Anytime now. Just yapping now. Alright, so it looks like I am going first. I have no turn 1 play, so I don't even know why I took a second there. Should've just passed it. He gets 2 down. Let's see if he got anything to get his engine going. He does. He gets a Garp, and let's see what he searches off this Garp. Alright, and it looks like he's going to take a big Sabo, rearranging it as much as he can, and yep. Let's see, does he have another 1-drop play? It looks like he does. So he taps 1 and he goes the searching event, and let's see what he finds off of this. This deck has a lot of searching, which is actually super nice. If only you had a way to boost the Garps up every once in a while, it would be really nice. And boom, he gets the little Sabo. So he already has that whole little package set up for the rest of the game, which always feels super nice when you're playing the black-yellow Luffy. But I think that will end his turn. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and pass over to me. I'm just going to check my hand here. I got nothing else to do other than play this page 1, I think. But yeah, I go ahead and use Luffy effect. And I rip the life, and I gain a Dawn, and now we're at 4. And I'm just debating if I want to put Dawn on or not, and I don't. So I just go 5 in, assuming he's going to take it no matter what anyway. This Luffy likes to take hits. But actually, he counters out. I think he wants to set up his trash or something here. I also think he probably does want me to rush him down. There's 2 options. There's 2 routes that I could take, right? I could just rush him down or just starve him out because I'm going to get to 10 before him. And if I have Magellans, it's going to be a long game for him. Here I decided to go page 1. I was contemplating going the Khalifa just so that way I could get more card draw, but I'm feeling okay right now. He already dropped a card off of countering, so his hand size did go down by 1, and it just made me feel more comfortable that if he's not like pushing too much advantage with his hand size, I should be okay. So he rests 2. He's probably gonna do the Sabo play. Oh, he's probably gonna throw the Sabo down here. Put on probably the Sabo on life, rest 2 and play Sabo. Yeah, we knew what was up. Oh, but he actually plays the popping Sabo. That's not what I was expecting. So he pops the page 1, and I was like, oh wow, okay, I was expecting the blocker Sabo. That does boost his leader by 1k anyway. So, 2k, my bad. So then he goes 7 into life, and I'm like, man, I don't really want to take this, but I kind of have to. But, I mean, maybe I don't take it. I'm really thinking about it. Nope, I just take it. Alright, I don't even know what I got. I can't tell. Oh, another Magellan. Yeah, I put him right on the top because I'm just going to play him anyway right now. I have 4 Don still in the Don deck, so that means I have 6 live, which means if I have a Poly, it'd be really great right here. I'm trying to see if I can. I go ahead and rip the life. Let's see what I pull. And I pulled a... Nope, I already had the Poly in the back, so I go Poly. Rest the 5 to play, rest the 2 to use the pop effect, and I pop a Hiyori. And I get the active Don. Good. Poly putting you at 10 so quick is just so nice. So convenient. I'm kind of assessing this board state, and this Sabo is not looking good for me. I do have a bunch of 2k counters, but what are 2k counters when nothing happens? I go ahead and swing 6 into a 7k leader, just trying to see if he'll block out of it. You know, pretending like it's the sim. Yeah, look, he's over here thinking about how much he wants to counter. He's like, nah, okay. We continue on to the game. Alright, so I am going to 10 Don next turn. He is just now hitting his 6 Don turn. At this point, minusing him will keep him off the Moria if he has it in hand, which is kind of what I want to start doing. Next turn, I believe I'm probably going to just double Magellan if I have both, right? I actually can't tell. Do I only have 1 Magellan? I might only have 1. I can't tell. My hand's just moving around too quick. He goes Flampe, so he's going to go ahead and basically draw 2. Takes 1 from life, takes 1 from the top. I think he's trying to get into a position to where he can rush me down before it's too late. He rests 5 there. And goes Sabo. Draws 2, trashes 2. Yeah, we just had to make sure it was 5, because I was confused. I was like, oh wait, I thought I minused him, and then I looked at my hand and both Magellans were still in there, and I was like, oh wait, yeah, never mind. Yeah, see, I was like, oh wait, yeah, both Magellans are here. I did not minus him at all. But then he goes 5 in, and I'm like, alright, 5 in, I'll just give you a 2k. I don't have any 1ks to drop. If I did, I would have. And then there you go, I draw the 1k, but it's okay. Now we're at 10 Don, and he is a 5k leader. So I go 6 into the Sabo character. I want him to drop cards. I don't want to bring him to 0. So I'm just kind of threatening, like, swinging into the Sabo a bunch of times. So he does counter. I'm like, alright, well that kind of sucks. So we'll go 6 into him again. And then we do get him now. Because I don't want to hit his life. That's like the main thing, is if I hit his life, it's only going to get worse for me right now. But I have exactly 9 Don. And I'm like, alright, I'll tap 9. And I put 2 Magellans down on accident. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Wrong guys. Now we tap 9 and we go Law. And I don't think I have... He doesn't have any cards for me to rip out of his hand right now. But I do just want to establish a blocker in case he starts rushing me down. Because I am only at 2 life. And as you can tell, he's not afraid to play the 5-cost Sabo. To the Thunderbolt Sabo. So I want to set up some defenses while we're getting there. Yeah, not a bad situation for me to be in right now. With a blocker and a Magellan on board. And keeping him off 8 Don is super nice. So he goes Flampe to knock himself back down to 0. And I'm like, okay, well, at least it's a 2k out of hand, right? So then he rests 1, he goes for the Searcher. I think he's just trying to stack up his trash, because right now he actually does not have enough characters in trash to play into his life. So it will end up taking another card. It'll take 2 cards out of his hand just to use the effect. Or I guess technically 1 if he just discards one of the guys, but you know. So let's see. And he also needs enough Don to play the actual characters themselves, but with only 5 Don up, it's not possible. You know, he's only able to play one of the little guys. So he gets a 5-cost Sabo here. I think he played a searching spell. That's what happened. Alright. And his hand is starting to just grow again. And I'm like, great. Maybe I should have saved the Law. But it's okay. So he goes 5 in. I did draw that page 1, so it's an easy 1k counter. And I feel kind of okay here because he has 5 Don, so I feel like he's going to drop a blocker because he searched that Sabo. Because he doesn't want to risk just dying, like losing too much cards in his hand. But maybe, oh, he probably doesn't even have a little Sabo in hand. I guess that's probably what the other issue was, right? So he trashes an ace and something else. Can't really tell. It's going off the screen. But yeah, he goes ahead and passes there with 2 blockers up. I have enough swings on board to kill. It just depends if he has enough cards in hand to defend. But I do just start going into his life to see if I can make him just drop cards, because anything that I swing in that's 6, he's gonna have to counter out. So I'm counting what I want to do here, deciding on how I want to actually play this out. I need to go wider here, but I also need to put pressure on life to make him drop cards. So I go 8 into life just in case he decides he needs to block with a Sabo. I want it to die. And then I go 8 into life again, hoping for the same result. So he does give me 2Ks. And I'm like, alright, he's got like no cards left. I'm just gonna Magellan and minus the Dawn. I got rid of a Sabo blocker, and yeah, I got rid of a Sabo blocker, and I got rid of cards in hand. So now it's gonna be harder for him to actually use his leader effect. Plus, it's going to be harder for him to defend next turn. He really needs to drop, like, the kid form so that way he can get going. And, you know, I minus him Dawn again, so now he's a whole turn behind where he would want to be. I think now he's at 8 Dawn, and he's not able to Moria and Luffy effect all in the same turn. Yeah, he's at 8. But he does have enough Dawn to play 2 kids and then boost up to 9, which could keep him alive. So he goes ahead and he uses Luffy's effect. He trashes 1 and he puts ace, then Sabo on. Then he rests 2 for ace, rests 2 for, I'm assuming, a Sabo. So he goes ace and then Sabo. We already know the whole thing, the whole jive. So now he's at 9. He has no cards in hand, so he has to just take the 2 that he would draw and trash them immediately. And now I'm looking at the game state here, and I'm like, even if he swings all 3 times, I should be able to live with the blocker on board. So he decides to go 9 into my life, and I just take this. No need for me to counter. Then he goes 11 in, and I was like, I could counter this, but I should have countered the ace first. But at the end of the day, I don't think it really matters. I just block out of it. I don't want to drop to 0 life. But I do want to kind of tempt him to swing with his Sabo, but he doesn't. He just passes here. So now I have to get through 2 blockers, and the problem is all of the guys are protected, so even with a Kaido here, I can't really rush him down effectively. Yeah, I was checking if I drew a card already, and I don't remember if I actually did draw a card or not. I'd have to go back and see it because I wasn't even paying attention. I don't think I drew a card for turn. But it's okay. So I go 8 in, or I go 9 in, then I go 9 in, he has to block, and then I go 9 in again. With no cards in hand, he does end up just losing it right there. And I was telling him, like, I wanted to play this kid, which is not good. And there was the Kaido that I actually needed to do something with, but it's okay. Yeah, it was unfortunate. With 0 cards in hand, I was able to swing 9 pretty freely, even though he was at 9. But yeah, good game, Villain. Again, you guys go check him out. Go let him know his favorite character is Luffy, because he just keeps playing it. And yeah, you guys have a good one. Peace.